He will. He's done it again.
Quick conversations with King Drew Millions. Quick conversations with King Drew Millions. Quick conversations with King Drew Millions.
Quick conversations with King Drew Millions.
Let's chop it up.
Welcome, family, to another episode of Quick Conversation with King Drew Millions. It's your boy, Mr. Quick.
And I'm King Drew Millions.
And we're here to have a conversation.
Yes, sir. Once again, this podcast is being sponsored by Keep It P Clothing Brand and the Opportunity Center.
So let's chop it up, man. We have a special guest here, you know what I'm saying? Man of many accolades. He's an artist himself. I mean, the man just basically set back his flight just to come and have this conversation with us, man.
Facts,
you know what I'm saying? So peace and blessings upon you for that, brother. We really do appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Man, Mr. Herb, could you please introduce yourself and please tell the people where you're from, dog?
Man, first and foremost, before we even just get it going, I want to appreciate you boys for even allowing me the opportunity to sit down on your platform. I definitely don't take it lightly. So we definitely going to keep it P. We're going to keep that P, man. We're going to keep it precise.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? But as they stated, man, my name Herb Kenny. I go by HK from H-Town, Texas. It's my stomping ground, 5th Ward to be exact. So you know what's going on.
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
Yes, sir.
What part of the hood you from?
Brewster.
Brewster Park, BPBK.
Yeah,
Shout out to Brewster.
Okay. Yeah, I'm from Backstreet.
You from
You know
back?
what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, I grew up in Bucktown over there. My old man stayed in Bucktown, but my people. Yeah, Brewster put me down.
Yeah, okay. That's what's
for
up,
sure,
man.
for sure.
Hey, we tapped in and we don't
Yeah,
even
didn't
know
even
how
know
it go, you know what I'm saying?
That's how it be.
For
Connection,
real. So, man, what school you went to?
Phyllis Wheatley graduate. For
Should've
sure.
known.
For sure.
Yeah. Man, my
Fifth
T
Ward,
would
for real.
not let me go to Wheatley, bro. Like, she sent me to Booker T to be in the engineering program, and man, I started in it and kind of like, man, I don't want to do this. You know what I'm saying? So,
You wanted to go to Wheatley?
yeah, I wanted to go anywhere that wasn't Booker T, man.
Yeah.
Because at one point I wanted to go to Klein Forest.
Just because.
But I mean, they had them things out
Yeah,
there.
back then?
they
Yeah,
had
for
them
sure.
things out
For
there.
sure.
You know what
See,
I'm
that's
saying?
kind of like how it was for me, man. Like, my T-lady, she used to work in the school. She was a substitute teacher, so she worked in any district she want to.
Okay.
And so she was always working in one specific district. So she was like, man, you know what? You ain't going to Wheatley.
Yeah.
Man, I don't care if we stay around the corner. You ain't going to Wheeling. I was just like, come on, man. So, you know, you get to kick it with everybody, but you're not going to school with them.
Right.
Until, man, Lord rest her soul, she passed away. And she just kind of just gave up, and she was like, you can go to Wheeling. But at that time, I didn't know that this was going to take place. But, yeah, and then since then, man,
Well,
Jumped
our
off the
condolences for
Nah,
sure.
for sure, I appreciate that.
So education was a very important thing in your household, I assume.
For her, it was.
Not
But see, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy too, though, dog? My old man, he went to Jones and from South Union, and he went to Rice, dog. But he went on a track scholarship. So this back in the day. You feel me? So it was a little different. But he went to Rice on a track scholarship, man. And he told me, he was like, you know what? It's hard to get in here, but it's even harder to get out.
So did he finish?
Yeah, he finished.
So
I think they gave it to him, man, to keep it a beam. Because my old man still hold records right now for tracks for the 4x1. Yeah, and the 4x, yeah, for sure.
So you don't respect it.
Wow.
I do respect it. I respect it for sure. Because that's an accolade.
Nah,
you know what I
for
mean?
real.
Especially around in them times. So, you know.
Real talk.
But he wasn't really big on like, he was just like,
That's crazy. So were you an athlete in school?
I did, I hooped.
Okay.
Yeah, I hooped at Wheeling.
Oh, so you played for Wheeling?
Yeah, I hooped at Wheeling.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening.
Yeah, man.
Man, everybody don't have it in them, man. Some of those things are genetic. You know what I mean? You don't even know it's get passed down to you.
Yeah,
you know what
for
I'm
sure.
saying? So that just might be one of your say appreciate your pops. You know how they go.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
For real, you just use it in a different form. For
Yeah.
real. Did you by any chance go to any university?
I did. I went to Prairie View. A&M.
When?
Yeah. See, so I graduated high school in 2009. So
Okay.
I went to PV for a year, and then I was like,
Okay.
Oh, so you did a year.
I did a year,
in
and then I came here and went to TSU. And then for me, that's when I really figured out that school was not for me.
Oh, so you ain't go to get a degree? You
No, I ain't get a degree.
Gotcha.
But I did go for 2 years. Got my basics out the way for sure.
Yeah.
I was gonna go for psychology, however, because I'm very intrigued with the mind.
Right.
But
So what you think ultimately stopped you? Just not the desire to go to school, or what?
I think life. I think life for
Life
real.
got the life in.
Yeah, that's what they use. I don't like using them young. I'm cool, dog.
It's true though.
Yeah, no, it is. It's true, but it's been true.
Yeah.
We talking about something that's been going, been happening.
Yeah.
This stuff ain't doing nothing but repeating itself. You know what I mean? So, but life happened, man. Life happened, and then I think, like I said, I really figured out that school was not for me.
Right.
And it's not for everybody, but I kind of try to push individuals to at least try it because college is totally different from high school, bro.
Yeah. Nah,
For me, it
fact.
was. I mean, completely different, dog. When I tell you, like, I don't condone what I'm about to say, so please do not hold this against your boy. But I had a lot of ladies that favored me. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to see me succeed in life. You know what I'm saying? So they helped me do my homework. They'll take notes for me when I didn't go to class. They might even sign the roll sheet.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I'm saying? And all you ladies that helped your boy get to where he at, thank you. Thank you.
I appreciate y'all too, man. Because a lot of y'all helped me too, ladies.
Real,
So appreciate
real
that,
talk, man. I mean, but just to actually go and see a collection of individuals that look like you, have a similar mindset with, because, we went to Prairie View. That's why I say look like you. Have a similar mindset or achieving, you know what I'm saying, success. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's big because, in the hood, bro, the hood can be like, it can have that crab in the bucket effect. But the same thing, it can be inverted into the college lifestyle because, and I came to this theory one day. I was sitting back, you know what I'm saying, having a couple of drinks. Now, a crab can pull you down, but pull you up and try and get out with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's all in how you look at it as far as your mindset is concerned. You know what I'm saying? It may not be necessarily trying to pull you down, but shoot, I'm going with you. Since you coming up out this bucket, I'm trying to get out this bucket too. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, just how you want to look at it. You know
everything is perspective, I think, at the end of the day, man.
Absolutely.
I think that's like, just even go back and what made me go to school, what made me stop. Like I said, life happened.
Kids or something like that?
No kids. No kids. But I did assist my sister and my dad and my stepmom at the time with my nieces.
Okay.
And so
you trying to hold it down for the family?
Yeah, I was holding it down for the family. Yeah, my stepbrother was incarcerated, man, and I was probably like one of the last things he told me, like, hold it down type. So, but just not being young and not really knowing, but just figuring out, like I said, school was not for me. So now I'm getting myself deeper in debt when I don't have to.
Thanks.
If I would have known what I know now, I definitely probably went to ACC, got my basics, then got a trade or something. Went and did like X-ray tech, like when we was at MD Anderson,
see, that's what I
like
did.
CT and all that. Like I would have really did that. Because you gotta think about it. The kid coming, shoot. Let's think about when I was 21 when I met you, and working at MD. So just imagine if I was 21, I'm an X-ray tech or something, like what they getting 45, 50 at that time. It's now I'm building compound interest with what I got going. But I think just really understanding, going through.
But I think that's one of those things that we don't really converse as much as we should in our community. You know what I'm saying? Like the alternatives to education. You know what I'm saying? Because like as far as like the guidance counselors at our schools, you know what I'm saying? Like they kind of can see where you're going with life. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I see you don't really like school. I see you always in the hallway. You know what I'm saying? You ever consider going to UTI or ACC for a trade doing HVAC? Like I saw Westwood Aviation School on the commercial, and I was like, man, I want to go work on planes so I could travel around the world. You know what I'm saying? Did the tour and everything, but T-Lady, you ain't going there.
She pulled you back again.
Going to Prairie View.
She pulled you back again.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, I knew I wasn't ready for college, but I did the vocational. Like I went when I was I met him at MD Anderson,
Yeah.
but I was already at EMT. But I became an EMT at like 20 years old. That was always a good hustle for me.
Nah,
but
facts.
I mean, who at the time it's like who don't want to work at MD Anderson or a hospital with benefits, a career, and all that. But then I'm like, it's not. I want to be more.
Right.
That's when the seeds start planting. 'Cause like he's saying, we walking around with doctors, you know, like X-ray techs, like nurses, like these people have climbed the extra step.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I'm just pushing patients around the hospital. You know what I'm saying?
But did you use it as a networking tool? At least get your name out. You know what I'm saying?
No, I didn't at that time.
I think you did. I think you did because you got to think about it. What he's saying is networking. You moved up. You left patient transportation and you went and did something else.
Okay.
So
well, yeah.
so you networked
Right.
yourself.
In that aspect, I guess I networked inside of that web that I was in.
Right. Yeah.
So I can't say thank you for bringing that to attention. Yes, I did network inside that web, but I had other things out. I had other dreams and aspirations.
Right.
So even though I networked myself up to go from pushing patients to working directly under the doctors to scheduling, and I doubled my salary, I wasn't happy with the job. And I'm like, I'd rather be doing something else.
I get it.
So really, what he was saying is, me and you been pushing.
Been
P.
pushing
Come on,
patience.
man.
See, yeah. Real talk.
Pushing patience.
For real. Hey, the P is up to you, man. The P is up to you at all times. Know that.
Man, shout out to MD.
Shameless plug, man. That's how you do it.
We've been
real,
pushing
for real.
patience, man. But
Nah,
yeah.
seriously though. So I mean, okay, let's kind of get a little bit into your childhood. I really want to ask you one thing in particular because we are here at the Opportunity Center, man. Is there anything that you would like to share with the kids out there? I was gonna call them children, but they're not necessarily children. You know what I'm saying? The young adults. You know what I'm saying? Something that they could chew on from your perspective or your experience in life that they can carry with them.
Is this as where I am now to this day, or is this more
from
so
where
like
you are
what-
now today? Something that you would even tell your younger self.
Yeah.
Man, don't give up. Like, it's so cliche to say don't give up, but like, don't give up. For what? And anything that you want to do it. You put your mind to it, do it. Like, do not stop, do not be held back by what you see. Really don't get caught up too, because I think the kids nowadays, like, they so caught up in this social media time. Like you see somebody else doing it and you think they really kicking it like that, and they really not doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
They cap and gowning, like, for real.
Nah, for real, for real.
And I think you can't get caught up into what somebody else is doing. Stay focused, and if you want it, knock it out. Because ain't nobody else gonna do it for you, like, for real. But something I can really tell my younger self now is, be more intentional.
Ooh, that's powerful.
Be more
Nah,
intentional.
that's hard.
From I don't care if it's from tying your shoe. Like, be intentional with your bow that you tying on your shoe. So, excuse me. Be intentional with everything that you got going on. And so, yeah, that'll be my.
Nah, that's very powerful, bro. Because oftentimes we'll move like that Chicken Little. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, and not necessarily having a major goal in life. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll find ourselves waking up day to day, and before you know it, you 26 years old, still haven't done anything with your
Nah,
life.
that's true. Time,
You know what I'm
time
saying?
go.
Has been. Talking about
Real.
what you used to did.
Nah, for real. So that was a gem you dropped.
Yeah,
Real talk.
I appreciate that.
Nah,
Yeah,
I
this is-
appreciate that, man. So please listen up, man. Please be intentional with your movements as you know what I'm saying, transcend through this thing we call life. Real talk.
And that's just kind of where I am, man. Just like when we said, I asked you what your P stand for.
Yes, sir.
Like, and being intentional for me, man, and everything precise. Do everything precisely.
Yeah.
Like, everything.
So, because when I met you at MD, like you say, you like 3 years, 4 years younger.
Yeah, I was
than me.
21. That was 2011.
Okay, so and I was like 25, maybe 26. But you always been like this straightforward, humble. Like, you wasn't an average 21-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, where did you get that from? Like, you always just laid back, focused, and like you say, intentional. Like, the way you was moving, I thought you was older, but I'm like, he can't be older. He don't look older, but he act older, but he don't talk older. Like, where did that come from?
I think losing my mom. When I was 17, man, I was 17. Yeah.
So you in 11th grade or 12th grade? Like you about to grade?
I was in 11th grade. Yeah, I was in 11th grade.
Crazy,
Lost my tea lady, man, and it just gave me a different outlook on life.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, college was the next. Obviously, was the next step, right? That was
Right.
the 13th grade when you know what I'm saying, for us thinking. So I wanted to try it because I knew that's what she was into. You know, wanted me to do.
Right.
But I found out that it wasn't for me, and so I think losing her really kind of shifted my focus.
So how did it? Because we deal with kids here, they lose their mom, they crash out, or they wild out, or like they don't latch onto a successful purpose in a positive direction.
Yeah.
So like, what kept you grounded and channeled to go in a,
Like a different direction.
what kept you out the streets? What kept you from, doing drugs, robbing,
Oh
stealing?
man, boy, the music was. I mean,
Yeah, we had
infectious.
Gucci Man was
Yeah,
popping.
yeah, it was,
Like it was super easy to get. What kept you from channeling to that direction?
Her.
That you would consider that your inspiration.
Yeah, for sure. Like, man, my mom passed from. I lost my mom due to breast cancer, right?
Okay.
And so it spread to her liver, and once it spreads to your liver, it's uncontainable. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
right,
That was
right.
another reason why I went and worked at MD Anderson.
So that was an intentional
That
purpose.
was an intentional purpose for me to go work in MD Anderson. I wanted to be around it. Like I wanted to see what was going on, even if I did start out pushing patients, right? But I got the opportunity to be around it.
Right.
Wow.
And for me, that was huge. And I think that, like, she just been my greatest purpose, man. Like, my mom knew for 4 years, only her and her doctor, that she had a X amount of time to live. And she told us on, like, the last year.
Oh, so y'all really wasn't even fighting a fight with her because
She was fighting it by herself. You know, of course, my old man knew, you know what I mean? But they weren't together. But my old man knew, and, because he, whatever.
Right,
and
right.
then certain, people knew, like her best friend knew. But, like, me and my sister, we ain't know.
Wow.
And so, like, I think for a person to be able to hold in that for 4 years, only you and your doctor knowing, only a select few people knowing as well, and that takes strength.
Absolutely.
That takes strength. And then you still moving how everything. My T-Lady took me to Paris
Wow. for
while
real?
she was going through.
Oh man.
Yeah, and I never knew anything about it. That was my first international trip. Like, she saved up everything. I just remember her working a lot, saving. Yeah, took me to Paris when I was 15.
Wow.
Yeah, and she passed when I was 17.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Definitely,
So
there's some drive there.
yeah, that's my inspiration with anything that I do. Being intentional, being precise, like everything I'm doing, like, cause I don't get an opportunity to buy my mama a house.
Right.
I don't get an opportunity to buy her no car. She didn't even get to see me walk across the stage, kid.
Yeah, I know that.
You know what I'm saying? So even on a lower scale like that, but I don't get the opportunity to do those things that people are fortunate to do.
Right.
And so, excuse me, for me being able to continue with progression in life and moving forward, and I know she's smiling down.
Nah, facts.
And to me, that's all that matters for me right now.
Real talk.
You know what I mean?
Nah, for real, that says volumes about you as a person and her. You know what I'm saying? To have that fortitude to already know what's her fate. You know what I'm saying? But to keep it bottled in, you know what I'm saying? So y'all wouldn't stress about it. I mean, did you actually get a chance to get closure from that situation?
Such as, like, just from losing my mom?
Yeah, I mean, like, you come into grips like, man, mama, you know what I'm saying? I know you're going to leave me on such and such. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like a precise date or whatever, but
I didn't get a chance to talk to her about that.
You didn't?
Nah. I didn't get a chance to talk to her about that. Like,
Oh, so y'all never had a conversation about it at all?
I lied. She had a conversation with us about it, right? Like, but we young, bro. I'm thinking she joking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking Mom's gonna live forever, right? Like,
Absolutely.
Right.
So we had a conversation, me, her, and my sister. I remember we was in the house, we was in her room on the bed, and she was like, I wanted y'all to know, like, y'all gonna be all right. Like, regardless of anything that's ever happened. And at that time, I'm not thinking about that.
Right. You
Talking
still a
about-
kid.
talking about,
Yeah,
like,
you still a
I'm
kid.
gonna go back outside. What you talking about? Can I go now?
Yeah.
So I wasn't thinking about it like that, but just now I think being an adult, sitting back, and that was a memory for me what I just shared.
right.
So seeing that now or thinking about that then, like, it put me in a mind's frame of like, oh, yo, she been trying to put me down.
Did you ever get any type of counseling or something?
Then, Like
What,
when it
then
happened?
or ever?
Or now,
Okay,
ever,
yeah,
you know
now.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've been in therapy, man, for like going on 5 years now. Yeah. And it's the best thing I've ever done in my life.
That's amazing.
And it ain't even about just the fact that I'm talking to somebody or getting something off or whatever, but it's just it's the fact that I get to channel in on something and I get to like what's they call it, the little you get the fork through it, like like the little needle in the haystack, the little fork.
right.
I get to actually do that in therapy with
Or
somebody.
comb through it.
Comb through it. There we go.
That's a
And
professional.
it's a professional, dealing with my mental. And I wanted to go to school for psychology, so I'm already intrigued by the way the mind think, right?
Yeah.
So hearing her asking me these questions allows my mind to move to give her an answer. And I enjoy that. Like I enjoy conversation. Like conversation rule the nation. Like right? That's what they used to say.
Still
So
saying.
exactly. So I think that for me, man, it's been the best thing for me. It's been the best thing for me.
That's what's up.
So, and I advise anybody, man, see a therapist. It's nothing wrong. You're not less cooler than what you think you are, because you probably really wasn't that. But to be honest, like it's cool.
Yeah.
You're gonna be even cooler now for you going to see a therapist. Even the ones here in this facility, go see them.
Yeah,
Go see them. Stop running from them. So like that's just comb through what you got going on.
Yeah.
That go for y'all too, fellas. All right.
I talk about it all the time on here. Me and my wife went, but I got the idea because my daughter, when she was like 16, she asked to go. And I wasn't with it because, I'm like counseling. But I speak about it a lot on here. But she went. It helped her get through high school. And then when me and my wife was going through something, we went through counseling. And I'm like, now, going to counseling, as you combing through this, because I know that when she say, look, this y'all first day, I'm letting y'all know before we even start. People get to talking. They get emotional. They get mad. Sometimes you might even get mad at me, but keep coming. Like you say, comb through this. And I think by the third day, I went off on her.
On the therapist?
But I went off on her, threw the money on the table, and was like, "Baby, let's go. I'm done." And the lady sat there, and my wife sat there too. Nobody got up but me. And I'm like, man, I walked out the room, and that's when I love my wife and the counselor for this, because I'm disrespectful with it. I'm like, I'm tired of this. I throw the money on the table.
Throw the EJ money.
Yeah. Threw my little EJ money on the table. I walk out by myself. My wife ain't moved. The lady ain't moved. I'm walking down the hallway, and then I come back. You ain't gonna come? She was like, baby, we ain't counseling. Like, we still got, I'm gonna stay. I went and sat back down. I looked at the lady, and the lady, she ain't judge. That's what a counselor, they not there to judge you. She said, now, Mr. Scott, that was a reaction. And then we started right back. And then, you know what I'm saying? So it get heated, especially at the beginning. And I know, like you say, you've been going, the beginning is the toughest part, because you really sitting here pouring out, like how I told him before he came in, just like I told you, on even sitting here, this is almost therapeutic, because we'll talk to each other. It's stuff you done told me, and I've been knowing. I'm like, you did. So when you in counseling, you putting your skeletons in the closet on the table, and you trusting this person, and then because, like you say, professional, they, hopefully you're going to a professional. You know what I'm saying? They are taught, trained, and they practice professionalism to take with and not judge you, so yeah. But it felt good, like he said, I encourage anybody to go out there and get it, Most jobs have it. If you go talk, most jobs with benefits, or, if you don't have benefits, you can pay out your pocket, but you spend $100 at the bar or something, you know what I'm saying? You go,
might as well.
Yeah, might as well.
I know with this job where I am, they actually have an employee assistance program that you can kind of tap in, because they know this can be a secondary traumatic experience for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Working with at-risk youth that have gone through so many things, you can hear their stories and become saddened by them, and it takes a toll on you as an individual. You know what I'm saying? Because you take that stuff home with you. You know what I'm saying? For real. So, hey, man, appreciate that second Jim. Hey, you heard what he said. Nothing is wrong with counseling. Nothing is wrong with therapy. You know what I'm saying? Seek the help, you know what I'm saying, that you need to get you where you want to be.
Might as well. Why not?
Yes,
For real,
sir.
for real.
Because that's something nobody else doing, so why not you do it? You feel me? That's how you supposed to be.
Real
But
talk.
nah, seriously, that's dope.
Self-perseverance.
Nah,
Yep.
real talk, man, for real. So, I don't know if he told you that I used to be somewhat of a rapper too. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You know what I'm saying? Piece of chain click, still repping the
Okay,
gang. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But man, how'd you get into music? I know you came up listening to Gucci, listening to T.I., you know
for
what
sure.
I'm saying? Trap music
Yeah.
was at an all-time high during your adolescent years. So what made you want to do it?
Man, my partner, man, he was a producer, man, Grammy nominated producer at that, and he actually passed away in 2020. Rest his soul, turn me up, Josh.
Rest in peace.
And he helped found Lil Durk sound.
Right. I remember hearing him at Turn Me Up, Josh.
Yeah. So, man, just being around the music early, because he was trying to get me to rap in like 2011, 2012, and I was like, I ain't no rapping. That ain't me. I'm too cool. And here we are full circle now, man. But just being around the music industry with him and just seeing it, just sitting in the background. I've always had an ear for music. I always liked music. I always listen to music. So I think now it's more, it's therapeutic for me. That's actually named my EP.
Yeah.
This dropping is therapeutic.
Therapeutic.
So,
Y'all go pick that up.
I've been,
Boy,
we
if
on
I
the
pick
way.
it up, that's old school.
we
Go
on the way.
download it.
Yeah, we on the way.
Stream that.
Go stream.
We on the way. But yeah, so that's kind of like what really got me into it.
That's what I am.
So-
go ahead, Drew.
Now you got what you had.
I mean, so, okay, like your creative process, you know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of these young cats nowadays, it's a lot of drilling the music. So a lot of what fuels their, you know what I'm saying, content is the activities that they partake in or hear somebody partake in or see on television or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you kind of give us a taste of what your creative process is?
So for me, man, I'm not. I ain't talking about no shoot 'em up, bang bang. That's not my thing. I don't want no parts of that. Y'all got that. Whoever, y'all got that.
YNs,
It's a whole lane out
Yeah,
there.
it's different lanes out here though. But for me, man, I'm more so cool, laid back. Let me talk to them. Something you can ride to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just really just kicking it. Just giving free game.
Yeah.
Putting you down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And whether it be this or that.
On some nip stuff without the.
I mean, you know, you getting a little bit of all of it. I mean, I hate to say it, but the women getting it too. You know what I mean? And you bogus guys, y'all getting it too, cause y'all really the epitome.
Right,
So,
right.
like you getting a little bit just cool, just keeping it player, man.
Yeah.
Just keeping it real cool.
Real
Player.
talk.
I'm bringing back that old school H-Town, like. We the home of the players and pimps, right?
Right,
So like
right,
back in the 90s, we all know how they had it and how everybody was moving. And I'm talking about being in the city, right? Like just being able to move. Basically, when I say player, I don't mean a guy who's running women or who got a plethora of women, right?
Yeah.
But it's somebody that holds themselves to a certain stature and then they actually walk it out. And then they precise
Bro, he
what
say-
I'm saying.
bro,
Like, but that's how it used to be back in the
Exactly
old
what you
90s.
saying.
Like,
When
for
we-
real.
when
Like,
we
I
said
thought
that-
I put that, bro. Because
Yeah.
my mom used to tell me all the time. I used to walk around. My mom player. My mom, boy, you ain't no
Yeah.
player. I'm like, no, mama, not with a E or a A. You know what I'm saying? I'm player. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't
Like,
going for none of that.
Yeah,
I ain't,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
I'm too
I ain't
player
doing
for
that. I ain't doing all that.
Nah, facts.
Nah,
So-
bro, for real.
Yeah, so that's pretty much like what the music about, man. It's
That's
cool,
what
it's
I am.
fly stuff, you know what I mean? I'm taking all the experience that I've never had the opportunity to talk about, putting it into today's time and adding it with some today's stuff and just making it sound cool. And I'm putting you down.
That's what's down, bro, for real.
What's your so you write before you go just listen to the beat first? Like how you like what's your process?
I think it really just depends for me, right? Like I've been in the studio where, matter of fact, the track that I sent you, Stacey Dash, I went
Right,
in there
right.
and just did that. My engineer was like, "Man, I want you to get melodic," and I didn't really know what that was, and I was like, "What's melodic?" Like I heard it, thought I knew,
Right.
And so I just went in and did that. But it's times where I'm traveling for work, like I listen to beats, people will send me beats or whatever, and then I'm just listening. I may write in my notes, get a direction,
Right,
and then just kind of see what's going on. Then when I get into the it's like it's a whole different vibe. Like everything I wrote on the plane, yeah, that might be scrapped, or that might go to the end of what I'm about to put down. So it's just really a creative process like that. It just depends. I've wrote stuff too as well.
Right,
So matter of fact, I think I sent you Going Private.
Yeah, you
I wrote
sent
that.
me, both
I
of them.
wrote that. I wrote that whole thing. So it just
Which
depends,
is hard.
depends on how I'm feeling.
I like going
So,
private.
that was
bro.
fun.
ain't
I
gonna lie.
appreciate
Yeah.
that. I gotta let y'all boys hear something before I take off
Please
this.
do. Man, you're gonna definitely have to come back and holler at our producer, man. He
Yeah.
will. Done it again.
Yeah, yeah.
For
He
real,
will
for
has
real.
done it again.
Yeah.
Man.
Nah,
I mean,
for
bro,
real.
very talented. Actually, he did the beat for the introduction.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's hard.
And we just dropped that on some fluke. You know, Drew jumped in the booth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I did the ad libs, chop it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I try not to rap no more because I love it so much. I'm at the point I don't even got to be rapping, bro. Just sitting in the studio, you know, watch like if
Being around.
If you recording and he doing like I could sit in the studio all day. I love it, like the whole music process, you know. So, but
Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
no, I'm just to say I try not to jump back in that arena because I love it so much that I really would think I'm finna be a rapping cop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
But that's a
But
lane.
yeah, I was
don't
about
think-
to say that. What's wrong?
it's a lane, but you know, like if it's something, because I think about it all the time. I'm like, man, I ought to do a song, but like if, like y'all say, if it's on some, like if I just happen to be in the studio feeling good and do something player,
You gonna jump down.
I jump down. But I don't even want to have to, like the way music is now. I don't even want to have to promote myself. I want the song to catch before I catch.
Yeah, nah,
like I
that-
just come in one day, do some player,
And then that's
playing
it,
on the
go.
radio, then everybody find out later, man, a cop made this. But like you say, it ain't gonna be on no bang bang shooting, but it's gonna be just on some player. But I try not to get in that mode because I lock in. Like
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Like you know, like my tape is therapeutic. Like you know what I'm saying. For me, man, I was going through something. What's crazy is I was going through. Well, we talk about it, it's cool. I was going through a divorce, and excuse me. That's crazy. The first time I ever got it.
Don't get choked up about it.
Nah, it's the first time I'm ever talking
Hey,
about it.
let's-
But nah,
let's
I'm not gonna
say-
get too
let's
deep.
chop
But
it
I
up.
was going through a divorce, which was mutual decision from both of us. Let me say that. But I was going through a divorce at the time, and I ended up selling my crib. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And I moved in with my brother, and he got a studio in the crib, and so he was just like one night we messing around. He like, man, let's do a song, and we actually made a song, and it went hard. And so after that, I think I let my homeboy here, who actually from the hood, who do music. Shout out Vari, man.
shout out to
but
Bar.
he actually do music, and so he was just like, I let him hear the beat, let him hear the track, and he was just like, hey, this hard. You on here, huh? He was like, man, I'm getting ready to drop my deluxe. He was like, hey, listen to this beat, because I was away at the time. And he's like, listen to this beat when you come home, let's do something. And so I kind of got a direction, wrote something to it. And man, he put me on his deluxe album. And I told him that before he did, I was like, man, you playing, don't put me on there, you know, tripping.
Right.
And he was like, I'm gonna put you on there, the song hard. And so, man, I said, man, if you put me on there, I ain't gonna stop. And I ain't stopped. And so I kept that, you know, I just been precise with everything I got going. So,
That's what's up.
yeah.
So what are your future plans for your music, or do you have any other avenues that you would like to travel other than just music?
Man, I do. I really want to get into fashion. I want to get into modeling. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wanted to do that early.
Hey, we got some
when I
clothes
was-
for you to model.
Nah, for sure. We definitely got to, hey, I need that shirt, that Hustle Hard shirt. Whoever made it, I need it. I need it. But for me, man, I do want to do fashion. I do want to get on some runways. I've always feel like I always been kind of stylish, or just, you know, be able to put it on. So I do want to put it out there when it comes to that.
Right,
I would love to sit down on more platforms. You know, you guys are opening me up right now, so I appreciate you all.
For sure.
So I do want to do that. I want to put my face out there. You know, I feel like this universal, what I got going from the music to just my whole persona and just me carrying the way I carry myself. So I think, you know, people need to see what's going on.
Nah, real talk.
Yeah.
Bro. Real.
facts.
I mean, the fashion is it's a growing market, and then you already been out there to the fashion capital in Paris. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you already
Real
got a
different.
good, you know what I'm saying, aura about yourself. So I think you'll be very successful.
No,
bro.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm looking for whatever door it open. It's
Well, I
not
mean,
just
shoot,
about
you
rap.
sure could put
Yeah, I
some of
definitely.
that
I was
pee
gonna.
on
I was
it.
gonna tell you that. I had. You know,
Understand,
I
man?
already threw you the shameless plug, but I'm definitely gonna tell you that I definitely need. I need that hoodie. I need that joint in black.
Okay.
Yeah. So
say
yeah,
less.
Sir.
we on one. But
for real.
yeah, man, I just hope it open up with it, whatever door it open up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not necessarily looking for something specific, But at the same time, I do want to put myself out there for whatever has come. Because what's for me ain't going to miss me.
Right,
So I
right,
just want
right.
to be able to be in position.
Right,
For real.
right.
Nah, you definitely in a good direction. I mean, you ain't said nothing wrong or doing nothing wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, so do you see yourself like? Have you ever worked with kids? You know what I'm saying? Especially not in this perspective, but have you ever worked with kids in general?
You gonna drink some water?
Take a sip.
But nah, man, I haven't. I'm kind of like them teachers. You know, they acronym straight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
straight.
because your mom was a substitute teacher. That's the reason why I asked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Would you
my
ever-
path was a little bit different.
He like,
Nah,
that's
but
it.
I never had a desire to, because I know how. Excuse me, I know how kids are. I raised 3 little girls, man, from the womb out. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you actually did raise
Oh
some
yeah, for sure,
so-
yeah.
so
Because I
you
was staying
took
with my
some-
old man at the time, and so they always in the house. So you know what I mean? It was us.
Okay.
And so. I
So
went
you,
at-
do you think around that time you was thinking to yourself, man, I ain't never doing this? I ain't say never, but like it helped you realize I can wait a real long time
It did.
before.
It did. It did. It really did. Because even back then, I was seeing how much they cost. And,
Why you think I still don't have kids?
Yeah.
We had India, bro.
Hey, man.
So I understood that early on, but then not only just that, man, I had so much fun with them.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
another reason why I don't have any kids at the moment, because God didn't, hasn't blessed me with any. But then again, I haven't put myself in that situation either.
Right.
But at the same time, man, I knew I wanted a little girl.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just want one kid. I just want one little girl.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. I want to be able to show her how not to be.
Well,
Yeah, for sure.
technology now, from what I know, you can kind of fix what you want.
Yeah, you can, and we'll see, how everything plays out with this.
I'm gonna let nature do its thing. I don't want.
But there is stuff like that. Like my job, they actually like sponsor that. Like,
Oh,
you know
for
what I mean?
real?
Like they'll pay for a certain percentage of it. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, wow.
But I mean, but we'll see how everything goes with the election that took place. We don't know
How
when it
he
comes
wanted to
women's
go.
rights
Right,
and
right.
what's gonna be able to take place. So I think
I mean, but why would you want to manipulate an embryo?
I don't think you really manipulate anything. I think with the technology is, I think they're able to see the body better. I think they're able to see certain things, like what
Like
I mean.
what makes a
Like what chromosome makes what, or
Well, I mean,
what
we as males are the one that actually determines the gender of the child. You know what I'm saying, by the chromosome, because the women
That we
by
shoot
nature,
up.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
But they're able to
they can
match
pick,
it.
It's yours, but
Yeah.
they pick of what
Oh,
it is.
so they gonna take
yeah, they gonna match it.
your
They gonna match
sample
it.
off into.
Man, they gonna match it. They gonna match. They gonna mix and match.
Yeah.
For
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I was unaware of
Yeah.
all that part of it.
Yeah.
Once you just go blank after you like
Yeah,
whatever
that's
land.
Yeah.
No, they like
You know what I'm saying?
because we're gonna figure it out for you if that's
you-
what you want.
See, you playing Russian roulette. They precise with it. They keep it in P. They precise, brother. Yeah, they keep precise.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, but just what the technology is, and the way we going in the world, man, there's so much they can do, and it's crazy. But yeah,
Well, can they make them taller? Because I want my son to be like 6'6". You feel
man,
me?
I think they can do them kneecaps. I seen.
Nah,
something
bro,
about
I'm
that.
not. I'm not going for that, bro. I seen, bro. He was like 5'3". He went over there to Turkey. Now he's 6'1".
Yeah, they ain't it.
You know what I'm saying? Like they broke this part of his bone, this part of his bone. He had to relearn how to walk,
Yeah,
and
nah.
you know what I'm saying. So it literally took him like 9 months to a year.
To really figure it out again.
Right. I'm like, nah, bro. Like I got enough confidence that I feel like I'm 6 feet tall.
Now
already.
imagine being a kid in this society with stuff like that going on. Like
I mean, but you can literally be whatever you want to be, whomever you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like you can make yourself into the person that you want, like an avatar.
like a creative player on
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could
for
be
sure.
that.
NBA Jam or something.
Yeah.
But that's just where we going though. Everybody out here perpetrating
Yeah.
in some kind of
Let's
form
talk
or
about
fashion.
it.
Like
Nah,
for real.
facts.
True.
Like
I mean, I think the women got it on lock though. Like,
when it comes to what perpetrating.
I wasn't gonna say that. that wasn't the term I was gonna use.
No, my
you know
bad.
what I'm saying?
Hey,
But
what
I mean,
term
it's
you gonna use,
it's by nature. You know what I'm saying? That men fall in love with what we see, and women fall in love with what they hear. That's why we lie to them and they wear makeup.
I mean, let's be honest though, right? I think nowadays, and it goes back to what I was saying and what I'm bringing back, right? I think women more
Pete and
See what I'm
Will,
saying?
nah. But they born into it, you know what I'm saying? And they kind of sharpen their skills. Cause think about it, bro. There is a such thing as pretty girl privilege, bro. I was literally
sure.
talking to a female just the other day, like I'm gonna say about 2-3 days ago. Hey, how many pretty girls have you seen in special ed classes?
That's true, right? I think that's true. Yes, I ain't gonna argue with you.
They don't find out they crazy and can't
Oh,
read
I
and
see
all
what-
this
I ain't
yo
gonna lie,
type.
I didn't know where he was going
I know
at
where
first,
he-
but
that's
now
what I say.
Like for real, bro. Like
oh boy.
you,
I mean, I got that's why I ain't got nothing to
Let's
say.
talk about
she
it.
cute, you know what I'm saying? They gonna go ahead and pass her. She a cheerleader.
Yeah.
They gonna go ahead and pass her. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like you don't see them
Yeah.
in them classes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With little Johnny over there licking the wall.
Yeah, nah, facts, nah. And then somebody end up thinking that because she got normal education,
Yeah,
and
then-
then you stuck, and you like,
Be like, man,
It's crazy.
It's really
Right.
crazy.
yeah,
Man, I'll be honest with you. I think this goes for men and women. Say my disclaimer. I think this goes for men and women, man. I think everybody is so selfish and not selfless that it messes up everything for everybody. And I'm saying that too, right? Because I'm just not getting back in the dating pool after 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
you sound like him.
it is a little bit different from when I was out here then. But then again, I see that it's really not. It just has enhanced.
What you
They
mean by
definitely
him?
enhanced now.
No, it has enhanced. Like just
So what's
like,
your enhancement?
like
'Cause
just what I
know
said
his
like about the
enhancement.
women being more P, right? I think that a lot of guys are like a lot more they simps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
me personally, I ain't going for nothing.
yeah.
Like
Nah,
you
real
can't
talk.
piss on me and tell me it's raining outside. Like I'm from the old school.
Right, right.
So I'm just not just going for anything. And I think a lot of these guys, they say they not going for anything, but then they be going.
Yeah.
And so now it make the women feel so
But I mean, it's been going on since the beginning of time because that P stuff is really one of the oldest professions, and they the ones that's in control of it. They got an endless supply of it.
but you really just gotta be one of them ones.
Facts.
For sure.
Big facts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To invert the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's what they say. A P is
but-
one that then inverted the game.
But
They
think
say
about it
if
like
ain't
this
on
though.
you, it's in you.
Yeah, you ain't lying. But think about this though, right? So remember back in the day, right? The women they used to always go for the guys who was stiff, who was just woo woo woo. They wasn't going for the guy who women thought was suckers.
Right, right.
They was always going for this type of guy, right?
Right.
Because they knew he was.
That guy.
Come on, man. They ain't this. They doing the same
Facts.
thing. They doing the same thing now. I think they just really getting it to the fact that these guys suckers. Like I'm gonna give you a better example, right? So let's just say I call women who only date athletes positioners. Because nowadays you can date a certain caliber of woman, a fine chick, whatever, say an Instagram model, right, or whatever, and all they talk to is athletes. They got a roster full of athletes that they got on call on speed dial, right? They got a roster, and they position themselves to be in the right place at the right time to get an athlete.
But that's how she was in middle school. And
But
high
but what
school.
I'm saying is though, you have women that are positioners. Now they going for the guys with the bread, and they simping them down. They simping them out because all they doing is.
Yeah, yeah.
And then so now you a regular dude or whatever, you got a little bread, and now you pushing up on something for whatever, and now she shooting you down because she like, you ain't really.
Yeah.
Nah, for real. Nah, I mean, I ain't no trick by no means.
You have?
And
Oh, you gotta do it this
Yeah, but you
time?
have.
Nah, real talk. And me and you done had this conversation before. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no trick by no means. You know what I'm saying? That's not how I move. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this. A woman can't benefit off of messing with a person like me because, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I invite you out. You know what I'm saying? You come kick it. You gon' eat. You gon' drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, I invited you out. Come kick it. I was gonna do this anyway.
Come on, man.
Right,
I was gonna do this
Right.
anyway. So I
Right.
decided
Yeah,
to
with
call
or
you.
without you.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
For
To come
company.
kick it. Yeah, exactly, bro. So you know what I'm saying? I can literally say a female can benefit off me, but a female can't just call me and say, "Hey, cash out me $60 so I can go out there with my homegirl." Go.
Yeah,
You
they
talking
going.
to?
That's
Right,
how they.
right.
That's how they doing
But
it.
that,
now
I
they
mean, this
going.
generation, not even with like the Cash App and like, Zelle and like, it's different, bro. Like, you know, back in the day, you used to could even lie to a female and be like, I would give it to you, but I ain't there.
You
They
do
like,
that now, boy.
you get your phone vibrate like, you could send it like, whoa.
Nah, bro, a female just asked me that. She said, can you cash out me some money so I give me some lunch? I'm not eating with you.
Say, man.
I ain't there. You not my gal. You know what I'm saying? We not tapped in like that. Like,
What's that? The slogan that the kids be using? But what she just called you, she called you brokey.
you can call me what you want. You can call me what you want, but a simp ain't one.
Yeah, but that's the time we living in now.
Nah,
It's cool to do that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, so you really gonna make me deplete my resources for, I mean, a 10-minute conversation on the phone, and it ain't even gonna be 10 minutes. You just sat there and said, send me some money. You know what I'm saying? You might not even send me a picture. I'm gonna have to look at it on Instagram and what you eat.
But then,
man,
no, she gonna post it.
yeah,
no, she gonna post it.
Hey, man.
Man,
I'm raising 3 daughters. I see it, bro. I be
Bro.
sitting back like, man, this is crazy. Like, the dating world now is crazy. Like, that's one of the reasons why I don't want to get divorced. I'm like, I'm not ready for this new world dating.
Yeah, we ain't even gonna speak that though.
I'm gonna get I'm gonna get 8 alive out here because I don't know. It's man. I sit back and watch, and with my profession, and with my everyday lifestyle of having 3 daughters, and you know, just watching it, I'm like, nah, this is this. My hat goes off to both of y'all being not single, cause like, hey, mama, what's up? You got some money? Like, they don't say it just like that, but you know, and you like, I just said, hey, you know, they think,
they time,
hey,
you know what they say? They time costs.
Yeah, right.
Remember, we was at Prospect Park, and I called the ladies over there to the table. She was like, "You buying us drinks? I don't even know your name yet,
I ain't
sweetheart."
even got to that point.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Let
ain't
me
even
get to
got
know
to
you
that
for a
point.
split second. Hey, how you doing? My name Quincy. What's your name? Oh, okay. Well, look here. You want a drink? Let me offer you a drink before you get to asking me for a drink.
Man, let's talk about it, man. That's crazy, bro.
I mean, closed mouth don't get fed. I get that. But some of them get to sound like they begging, bro. Like, especially them ladies that get to calling you, and then they want to talk about all that financial problems. Oh, I ain't got no money to pay this, and this tie just went out. And
why this due on the first? You knew that was due on the first every month.
Right.
It's due every month. You knew
That's
that.
a part of adulting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, are you a responsible adult?
Yeah.
You feel me? And bro, that's a whole nother thing.
Nah, I will say that is I was finna tell. I don't want to go that deeply into it, but I feel like that's what we living with now. You as a man is supposed to clean up her irresponsibility.
Nah, real.
Yeah, but she gotta allow you to want to. She has to allow you to do that.
Yeah.
And and it goes both ways, right? So let's get off of women, right? It goes both ways. Men have to allow women to do that too.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
Yeah. But I mean, shoot, I would rather go 60-40, 50-50, 70-30 rather than 100% all on my own. I mean,
let's be true, but let's I got a thing for that, right?
Come on,
because
that's why we here.
I'm hearing this 50-50 thing. Right?
I don't want to go 50-50 because I don't want to go 50-50 on no decisions.
Hear me out. So I'm hearing a lot of this being out here, right? I'm hearing a lot of this 50-50 talk. And I know for a lot of people what they saying, within they're saying, they talking financially. At the end of the day, let's be frank. They are talking financially. They're not talking about other rims, right? So for me, 50-50, regardless of whatever it may be, that may be your wife coming home and telling you, hey, Drew, I only got 10% today. You may be like, oh, in your head, you got 10, well, shoot, I'm at 30. Well, I guess you win, right? So, right. So you have to step outside of yourself and say, hey, I know I'm at 30. She's at 10. How do I fix and gather myself to carry us for just this day?
Yeah.
Because tomorrow it may be your day where you at -10 and she at 85.
Yeah.
How does she fix herself to bring your -10 all the way back up togetherness for 100, right? So like that's 50-50.
Yeah, yeah.
That money stuff, we gonna lose money. We gonna make money. We gonna find ways to get more money, especially if we really rocking
Hold
that
on,
way.
say
We
that
gonna
again.
teach each
Hey,
other.
repeat that,
If
right?
I'm really rocking with you, we gonna find ways to get money. I can put you on some money.
Yeah.
But
like that.
Can you stimulate my mental when I'm at a low point though?
right,
You want me to put you on some paper, but you can't even stimulate me mentally when I'm at the lowest of my lowest, or you get what I'm saying? Or
Right,
even
right.
vice versa. He can't even do what she's asking because he doesn't know how to.
Right,
Right?
right.
Goes back to what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
not knowing how to, and you only are where you are.
yeah.
So that 50-50, man, I feel like that's stuff bogus.
Absolutely.
But it goes back.
What I'm saying.
It's all perspective.
Yeah.
True. But I mean,
Man,
beyond
bills high, man.
finances.
It's high out here, brother. It's high. It's high out here.
Yeah.
Nah, it ain't the same. So, cause the old school regimen of a man taking care of everything, you know,
It's dead. It's over with.
Yeah,
It's
anybody
done. Finito.
that
But okay, you had the lady that was sitting up there. She was dating what's the boy that talked to Taylor Swift?
Okay, yeah. What happened with her? She blew it.
She blew it. She blew it. Talking about I ain't trying to go 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now you doing 100% by yourself, and he with somebody that's gonna pay for everything, or that can pay.
They can't pay for everything. But see,
yeah.
she was looking at it in the wrong realm.
yeah.
Instead of understanding, okay, well, cool. If I got to go 50-50 with you on the bills, he probably was saying he was going to take care of the mortgage. I'm guaranteed he put her in the crib or she was in his crib.
Right.
He probably was asking her to pay whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what's wrong with that? Are you not getting money?
Right.
Because that's the thing. They really ain't getting to it. That's the issue.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, right? How many women that are making, I'm even going to low scale. First of all, let me say this. How many people are really making 100,000? All right,
That's
right?
true.
So now you take the women that are making 250, standing on their own. Are they going to talk to a man that's making 85? Or are they looking for a guy that's making 300?
Got a couple that will.
Okay, you have a couple that will. Are they going to belittle him in the process if something goes sour?
You're making a good point.
So it's so many different variables, right? It's so many different variables when it comes to that. But what I'm saying is, though, a lot of women, they want a rich guy, they want a ball player, they want an athlete, right? But are you willing to take on the things that come with that?
Right,
You
right.
willing to quit your job? So now you ain't got no money. Women, right? Are you willing to quit your job? Are you willing to cook for this man every day? Are you willing to be in this house every day? Because he don't want you to go nowhere.
Nah, fact.
And when
I'm
he
paying
wants
it.
you, he wants you.
Yeah, I'm paying everything.
Yeah.
It's
But that's that.
But can you handle that? And I think a lot of women, man, I think they get it misconstrued because of the fact they looking for something and they not even that.
yeah.
But that could be their variation of what they think 50. Well, it could be a variation of 50-50. If you take care of all the finances, I'll support you mentally, spiritually. You know what I'm saying?
But how you gonna do that? And you really don't know how to do that. You don't come from that to do that. Where you learn that?
Yeah.
Then when I'm talking to you, and then I'm seeing,
Yeah.
and then I'm seeing that you can't even like you don't even have emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
Nah,
How you gonna
fact,
take
fact.
care of me?
Come on with it.
Oh, they got him. This the first.
The
come
producer
on.
want to
This
say
the
something.
first
Come
time
on,
the
three.
producer
Come
gotta
on, three.
speak.
Chime in, three. Yeah.
For sure.
Oh,
on,
okay,
man.
I see
Let's
what you're
talk
saying.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, you right though.
Yeah.
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 Right. Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. So my man just said basically this is a cultural issue that we're having.
Correct.
This conversation may not be had in other
Elsewhere.
cultures elsewhere. You know
And
what I'm saying?
and I honestly believe that's fair, right? Because I've dated outside my race, so I've got an opportunity to see how certain women go about certain things. You know what I mean? When it comes to their man or whatever, whoever they're dating. And I believe that it is a cultural thing. For real. I think we so brainwashed. I mean, we always been in last place, but they've been saying this since we was coming up, right?
Yeah.
So we're even last place when it comes to thinking. And I hate to say
Dang,
this.
that's cold.
And
But nah.
I don't even want to I don't want to think or anyone to take this wrong or think I'm bashing my black women because I love my sisters. I love my race. Not saying that. But I do believe that prospectively, we're off for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Man,
Change your thinking, you can change your life.
Yeah.
absolutely.
And I think a lot of people fail to do that, man, when it comes, because like you were saying, it's not happening in the Caucasian. But don't take away from the fact that something else is happening that may not be happening in the African American community when it comes to the men and women that's happening, in different races. But something is taking place over there. True. Don't get it twisted. Something is taking place over there. However, I think that a lot of black men go that route because it's lesser of the nagging. It's lesser of, when it comes to those things. Yeah. And I really hate the fact that it's okay for an African American woman to date a Caucasian man, but it's frowned upon if a African American man dates a Caucasian woman. And it's like, oh, you traded, right? That's the first thing. But what Willie Lynch taught us. But what about the woman? Is she being a traitor too? Oh, but she's going over there because Jeremiah or whoever he's talking to is crazy.
I just think they come in on it because they feel betrayed. And
ladies, please get in the comment section. Please share your thoughts.
Right. They definitely gonna be
bash us, man.
No. We ain't bashing.
We're
not bashing at all. We're not bad, but we sharing our thoughts and we sharing that dialect that everyone, could listen to or could learn.
That's one thing about this show, man. We people come on here, we just gonna talk respectfully.
Yeah, no, and I mean all this respect.
And if it's a lady that is overly opinionated, hey, we got it. Right here.
Yeah, come on, come
please correct me if I'm wrong. I don't mind being corrected, but make sure you have that justification behind that.
William Lynch letter states, that was written, and spoke in Jamestown, Virginia, in 1711, you teach this to your children, the women teach this to your children, and this will transcend for the next 300 years. And this was in 1711. You teach your children to eat from the palm of my hand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And come on, brother, the strongest male was taken out in front of the entire group. You know what I'm saying? And he would beg for his life. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, look at that. You know what I'm saying? That's who's supposed to be your leader. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's definitely learned behavior because you got to, fast forward beyond, emancipation. You know what I'm saying? We're going to fast forward all the way until integration. You know what I'm saying? Because during the civil rights movement, the black woman left the black man from the civil rights movement to join for women's rights. You know what I'm saying? So we've been on the island for a long time.
I guess my question is, where does it change? Why aren't we, and I can't say we, right? Because there are people in our community that are making the change within themselves, because that's where it starts. Of course, we got to fight the world every day, however it goes, right? That's going to always be the case. But I think that it's not enough of us educating ourselves. And I don't necessarily mean this going back to school. You know what I mean? How many people picking up a book and reading? A lot of people don't read. They do not read.
This thing right here, you get the...
Man, that's bogus, man. Pick up a book and read. And I can't even say that, right? Because I was one of the ones. I was once in that situation. I probably just started reading books again, probably from school, right? Probably maybe like 4 years ago. And I hadn't stopped. But therapy made me pick it up. You know what I mean? So I needed something to fuel me in that area, too, or to get me there. And so I'm not saying that to, down anybody, but... Pick up a book and read. Knowledge is power.
Absolutely.
Well, I think to answer your question, this platform and what we doing, this is what the start of it is. This. So, me and him had a conversation on the phone, like outside of here. But I was explaining to him, I'm like, bro, I'm just gonna keep it a book with you. This is what our podcast is genuine. He was trying to figure out like why people not rocking with us as they should when we telling them exactly what we're doing. We are trying to better the youth. We are trying to make kids that have bad upbringing, mental health, our ultimate goal, regardless of the money, is not about the money. We want to help people do better. And he was like, why people not rocking with us like they should? I'm like, bro, everybody don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's just the honest truth. Like, everybody don't care about the youth. Everybody don't care about bettering your marriage. Everybody don't care. Some people, like you said earlier, some people are selfish. They like, I'm good. I ain't got to worry about that. Like, this is free what we doing. You pulled up on us for free. We spending money. This is not, we not sitting on here, hey man, getting our cash up and send us some money. Everything we doing is out of our own pocket. And the building is sponsoring this. But at the end of the day, when I'm hitting people up, hey, pull up, chop game with a like, everybody don't care. So once people say that they care, then maybe we can, and it's not just here. Like, I'm not saying care and come here. I'm saying across the world. Like, you got people, it's ghettos and it's struggle and it's poverty all across the world, all across America. You got people that can simply go grab one person, you know what I'm saying? Hey, little homie, you doing bad? It ain't even about race. It's like, hey, bro, you need help? I got you. People just don't care, you know what
I think it goes back to what I was saying. Like, how you going to expect somebody to do something that they don't even know how to do?
So help, so people don't know how to help?
No, not really.
And then help
Sips tea.
with
that's
but
real.
that's true though, right?
help without either boasting or help without looking for something in return.
We were just talking about that, right? We were just talking about that walking.
No, I had to tell a partner. No, and it wasn't on no. It wasn't on no degrading type stuff. I had to explain this to a close friend. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't on no ill will type thing. It was just a genuine conversation we was having about something going on. I'm like, bro, when you helping people, that don't mean you finna get your blessing. It's not a microwave. You help somebody, boom, your blessing pop up. Like, no. Like, if you helping somebody, you may never, people think about karma and all that. Like, sometimes I believe in karma, sometimes I don't, because I'm like, like, you'll see somebody do something bad and still get blessed. And you're like, I mean, if it was karma, why they getting blessed? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or you'll see somebody do good and keep going down the drain. If it's karma, why they not up here? Yeah. So sometimes I kind of battle with the karma thing, but in reality, if I'm doing something for anyone, if I'm doing a bunch of good deeds, I'm not thinking in the back of my head, my life finna be lit.
Yeah, it got like you said earlier, it got to be in you, not on you, man. You got to have generosity. I think that's what a lot of people fail to still have.
Yeah.
Man, I tell people in the day, man, I got seeds in the ground that haven't even sprouted yet. So
but you're
this
not
right
going
here,
to watch them though.
I'm not watching, but this is what y'all doing right here. Y'all putting that seed in the ground, and y'all got a purpose for it. You know what I mean? And not only just that, right? You say why people ain't rocking with y'all. People ain't gonna start rocking with you until you start really popping it. Like, for real, because I'm learning that with the music, and I just been rapping a year. I just put out my first single, like, on the platform. You know what I mean? My only single on there, you know what I mean, right now. But I'm not getting the response that I'm getting because, of course, it's some things that I'm learning in the process, you know what I mean? Learning about rollouts, learning about my marketing, getting with different people, getting with different, marketing teams, or however I decide to do it, I'm learning about this thing. And so I told all my people that I know on a personal text, hey, just repost my, you know what I'm saying? So I can repost it so I can get my algorithm going, right? And I got a few people that did it. A few people that didn't.
Yeah.
So my thing is, how many people that I hit up or that know me or whatever just even went to listen to it?
Yeah.
Because my music, it may not be for everybody, right? Because my biggest thing with this is, and I think I told you, I don't want every ear. I want the right ear.
Right.
Like, that's my whole MO with this. And just goes for y'all. Y'all gonna get the right ears. You don't want every ear. Every ear can water this down.
You're right.
You know what I mean? So the right people gonna tap in at the right time. So I wanted to drop that off after hearing what you said and sharing that. Just hold on. You're not doing nothing wrong.
50 Cent said it, man. Progress is a slow process.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I'm here for the journey, not the destination.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's where the growth comes. That's where the lessons come. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where the enjoyment for me. You know what I'm saying? To see the journey where we began, you know what I'm saying? When we was just doing this in the garage, you know what I'm saying? At the crib, you know what I'm saying? When I'm cutting your hair or whatever.
Now look at this.
And look at what we're doing now. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, are actually gravitating towards what we're doing. And if you look in the comment section, you'll see that we're making a difference. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't check the comments all the time because there's some negative people in there sometimes.
Yeah, but you want to see that too.
Yeah. Well,
You wanna like that too.
Somebody said I'm gaining weight. Yeah, I'm gaining weight. I'm eating, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, we over here talking about changing lives forever. They like, you getting fat.
Getting fat,
like,
right?
man, like, come
You
on.
can't
Shoot, I'm going to eat every time I leave you.
It's always somebody, man, that's is gonna have something negative to say about you.
Oh, yeah.
Or say about what you're
Absolutely.
doing. People really don't gravitate towards things until you really start popping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they say that your biggest supporters are people that you don't know. You know what I'm saying? My partner from the hood, man, I understood the song then. I think I understand it now. His name YB Puerto Rico. He got a song
Yeah, I
called
know
No
him.
Support.
Yeah, shout out to YB.
And
I know him.
yeah, shout out
His
YB,
little
man.
brother. His little brother was in the actual juvenile facility with me.
Oh, he's my favorite.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. It's kind of one of them things, man. I
Now
understand.
you finna tell about the song.
Yeah, no support. But that's what I'm saying. Just go back and say like, yeah, I get it. You know, people really rocking with you. You just ain't.
Yeah.
They ain't touched you yet.
Yeah, you're
You know
right.
what I mean?
You're right. You're absolutely right.
So-
I mean, but it's crazy how you could put a video out, put a song out, you know what I'm saying, and then you'll see like you've had hundreds of views and only like 3-4 likes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy.
Yeah,
Like
like they watching it.
But the thing about it is too with the social media, you want the views. You don't really want the likes. You want
No,
the
I mean,
you
yeah,
want
yeah,
the
yeah.
likes. You want the likes and the comments. Let me not say that. You want the likes. You want the comments. You want the shares. However, you want the views too. The views will pay you.
absolutely. But you would think the individuals that are in your close confines, your immediate circle, would definitely double tap.
Come on, man.
You would think.
You would
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Wishful thinking, then, bro.
Nah,
I mean,
for
that's
real,
how it
for
is,
real.
though,
You know what
right?
I'm saying?
Facts.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like some of your day ones won't even double tap your whatever you putting out,
Yeah, nah,
and that
that's true.
sucks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I be dropping some of my new clothes, people like, man, can I get a discount?
Discount.
Come on, bro. You don't go.
For
you know what I'm
sure.
saying? Polaroid or wherever you shop, Macy's, Nordstrom's.
But that's why the ones that don't mind paying the piper gonna pay it.
Yeah.
Because they respect your hustle, they respect your craft, your time that you put into it, because we know that it means something to you.
Yeah.
It's not just for the look good of it or the feel or whatever. It's because it has purpose behind it. And
Absolutely.
the ones that's supposed to rock it, supposed to have it on, gonna pay your amount or top dollar for it, for sure, every
Real
time.
talk. And I think that, bro, to be honest with you, bro, it was crazy because I put a couple of my my items at my partner barbershop. You know what I'm saying? And to see someone that I didn't actually make a tangible sale with and see him out in the public wearing my clothes, bro, it's a very exhilarating feeling, bro. It really makes like, dang,
Yeah,
like
nah.
people really rocking with the brand. Like that's hard. Like they like what I put out. They like the design. They like what it see. I'm like, man, that's real cool. So I mean, I can only imagine how it'll feel like you riding down the block and you hear somebody playing your song in their car.
Man.
And you ain't hand them a tape. You ain't tell them about
Don't
you or
even
nothing.
know 'em.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they just probably seen you in their
Heard
timeline.
it from somebody else.
Or they
Exactly,
probably
bro.
don't even know him. They jamming
Yeah,
his
they just
music, and
jamming.
he
And
like,
I appreciate
man,
that.
that's my song.
And I know it's getting to that, man. It's gonna be worldwide. I'm just getting started.
Yeah.
I'm just getting started. I got a whole little game plan. And I don't say little on nothing that I do, right? I got a whole game plan for what I got going. I'm about to start rocking and rolling.
And you got a plan, man. What they say, if you fail to plan to fail.
Yeah, yeah.
Real talk. I mean, do you ever and it's something that my father taught me as a very young man, you know what I'm saying? Write your goals down. You know what I'm saying? And that would be the best because when you write your goals down, you don't necessarily do them in that complete order all the time. You know what I'm saying? You might check out number 1, then check out number 6, then jump back up to number 3.
number
You know
2,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? But you still
Knocking them
Knocking
off.
them out.
knocking them off. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's just something my
No,
father taught me.
that's huge. And honestly, I probably just got on that like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Like this chick I know, man, she always told me, you need to buy a journal. You need to buy a journal. You need to write your stuff down, write your stuff down. And man, I had an opportunity to do that. I actually did it with the music for sure.
Has it been working out pretty
It
good?
has. I knocked out everything off.
Yeah.
You know
And
what
you
I'm
ain't
saying?
even know it, bro.
I ain't even know it. You know what I mean?
You just like, damn, I know I got to do this.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I got to do this.
Yeah.
Because I know when I first started the brand, like I was writing down, okay, yeah, I need to get my DBA, then my LLC, my EIN, you know what I'm saying, bank account, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah, put it
tags, you know
together.
what I'm saying, actually trademarking my logo, you know what I'm saying? Like I wrote all these things down, and then when I went look back, like 6 months later at the list, I was like, dang,
You did
all
that.
this done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get the design and let's get
let's
this
get it
going.
going.
You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it was for me, man. Like I still got stuff on my list. I put y'all on my list. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey,
now,
shout
like,
out.
now
Hey,
I get to check y'all off my
somewhere in this
list.
tablet,
Appreciate it.
conversations,
Yeah.
quick conversation
Yeah.
with King Drew
For
Mills.
sure, man. So it's cool. I like it. It's different.
Yeah.
I think now what I'm doing and not writing goals down, I think I'm more so writing down like just maybe thoughts, feelings, dating them, time stamping them. You know, because that was one of the things we were talking about. The young lady, she told me to start writing, and she was like, you know, when you wake up in the middle of the night, she was like, that journal needs to be right next to your bed, and you just need to write something real quick, whatever it is you may be thinking or feeling. Write it down with the timestamp and go back to sleep. You know what I mean? We get up to use the restroom anyway. She was like, what's a quick flip of your phone or whatever?
Yeah.
And writing it down.
I ain't gonna lie, that's real because you forget a lot. You forget more than you remember.
Yeah.
You'll
real
think
time.
of something and be like, man, even a good dream.
Yeah, for
Write
sure.
that down because you later on you're like, man, I don't even remember my dream.
Nah, for real. I remember watching Moesha, and that show had a lot of social commentary, bro. If you actually look back at the old episodes, bro, like she wrote in her journal on a daily basis, bro.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
And we got to hear it and
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean, in the show.
Exactly. I mean, another show back on Nickelodeon, Clarissa Explains It All. She
Oh, yeah,
always
she
wrote in her
stayed.
journal.
Oh, okay.
You know, I was a Nickelodeon kid.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
feel me?
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That was the era I had. You know,
So, for sure.
shoot, even Doug.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah,
Doug,
nah,
Doug,
Doug,
same
so
thing, too.
Doug,
Doug had
he
the
was
little
known
list.
for that pencil.
Yeah, he had the little
Really?
list.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I mean,
But nah, it definitely. I know.
and that could be therapeutic. I don't mean to
For
cut you
sure.
off, but
Nah,
that could be
fact.
therapeutic
For sure.
because you know what I'm saying. It's an outlet. You're letting it out. You know what I'm saying. But another thing my dad always said, especially when my little sister was a baby and she used to belch or burp or whatever you want to call it. Come on, baby, it's good. It's more room out than in.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Let that out.
All room out the end for sure.
Yeah.
And I know everything when I write. Like, you know, my wife would want to put me on it, and when we met, that was the guideline she set for me. She was like, "Hey, I done." She was straight up. She said, "I done build many bears. I'm done building bears. Let's write down some goals. Show me your plans. Knock them off. Show me you serious, and we can keep it moving. If not, I can go back to doing what I'm doing because I don't need no man that ain't on this purpose."
And shout out to her because for real, shout out to her because you don't have women out here that's willing to even take that step or even to even utter that out of their mouths to say, right? Because a lot of women are people, right? I'm gonna get off women. A lot of people are so prideful that they scared to tell somebody something that's such like that. Like that's
facts.
huge.
Yeah, I want that ready-made man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, facts.
For real. And that's another thing, especially with the microwave generation, bro. They don't want to, bro. I've literally heard females say out their own mouth, they not ready to or don't want to stay with you through the grind. They ain't trying to see you come up.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
cool.
Yeah.
Hold on. So you mean to tell me I'm finna be this 6-7 figure cat? You know what I'm saying?
And you just want to come in and
Yeah, nah,
But I
that's
feel
wild.
like you can get more out of me if you've seen the growth in me.
Yeah.
but nobody wants to build.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to
That
build.
building part is
that's
tough.
the tough one.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But that's what character is made.
Yeah.
That's
even
crazy.
in a relationship, like that's what character is
Yeah,
made, man. I
yeah,
think, and that's what we missing. So
Nah, that's facts.
yeah,
I mean,
well,
cause
I
building
guess
is tough.
They go and get the BBLs and the you know what I'm saying. Everything else nowadays, you know, everything is immediate. It's
Once
instant.
again,
You know what I'm
imagine
saying?
being a kid raising up saying you like, I ain't gotta do nothing but wait till I can get me a BBL and the dudes, young kids like, man, I'm finna just run up me a stack and go get the BBL already. You know, I ain't gotta go to no gym. You know,
mean-
I can scam. I can, you know, I
That's
can
the
get
world.
on YouTube.
world
I
we
can
living in,
scam.
man. but you know how it go.
And
But
go.
we not promoting that. We pushing positivity.
I mean, we push
Be everything but that.
No.
And I think that's where we separate ourselves, and that's how
I'm not.
we.
In all honesty, I'm not trying to create a bad life on people because for some people, see, so this the thing, right? For some people, like some people getting a surgery, I'm gonna say that, like we call it BBLs because that's the popular thing to do. These people are going to get surgery. Some people have to have surgery for certain things. Like he said, be purposeful or be precise about what you're doing. Like make it mean something. Like if you, it's like,
are you doing it to make yourself feel good about you,
well,
or
not
are you
even
doing
about
it to attract
yourself.
somebody?
Not even about that. Some people have health risks. You know what I'm saying? Like some people body got certain things going. They have to have these certain surgeries for health reasons.
They
Okay.
having BBLs for health reasons?
No, like
Nah. He
Oh,
said,
okay,
like,
surgery. Okay, I went back to the BBL. My bad.
right. I know
my bad.
BBL is hard to get off of. I don't
we
want to
cool.
get off of it. I can sit
Nah.
here and talk about that all day. But I'm saying in reality, some people have to have these surgeries for certain things. Like if you need certain weight loss, if the doctor telling you if you don't lose a certain amount of weight in a certain amount of time, you subject to
your life.
die.
Yeah.
How can I lose this weight fast enough? Okay. Okay. If you got bigger body parts that you trying to, or, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Or a woman that has breast cancer go and get an augmentation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To feel better about
Right.
herself mentally. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
So if I feel like, it's like if you can go to the gym, it may take a little more time and a little more dedication. Why you don't go the gym route?
But that's what we talking about too, in the whole aspect of everything we talking about, right? Yeah. Nobody wants to stay down. The old cliche saying, "Stay down."
Stay down till you come
So
up.
But nobody wants to do that because that's the hard part in what people have going on,
and that's
and
where
people scared of the grind.
The grind, this grind can be scary, and the unfortunate part about it, if we both gonna get with each other after we done got past our grind and we both up here, then what we know, is it ain't always perfect. So when you not having a good day, and we both done met each other on a high horse, we don't know what it's like to be low.
And see, that's the thing too, right? And we can go. It's so many different variables when it comes to that, dog. We can talk so many different segues, right? So you get men and women, they get together, right? A man and a woman get together at their highest point. They're both making $250K, right? So it's 500 coming together. It's easier for one of them to walk away. You see what I'm saying? But then when you building with somebody, but then too, it even go back on the negative side. And it sucks to say this, but men, they'll get with a woman, lose something, then she'll build him up, or he'll get a job in a situation. He out of there.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Now I'm up now, so now I'm gone. So it happens so many different ways, but to go to the basics of it, man, not building that foundation first and really to understand is what the game kind of missing. But
I mean, really, man, you especially in these relationships, you gotta mute out some of your circle. You know what I'm saying? Kind of be private. Cause man, I saw the movie Acrimony with Taraji P. Yeah, bro. Like, if she wouldn't have listened to her sisters, she'd have, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, she literally was down with the cat. This dude was her first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she was there through thick and thin. Like, she had sold her mama house. She had emptied all her little old funds and everything, bro. But listening to her sisters, this man had a multi-million-dollar idea. And that's like when you mining, you know what I'm saying?
Chipping
and
away.
you get one diamond, and you like, all right, cool, that's enough. But you don't know. It's a whole slew of them things if you keep on going.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? But I like the way bro had came back to her. He bought the mama highs again and gave her $10 million.
Yeah.
And then ended up getting an apartment at the top floor, like he said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was a dreamer.
Yeah, for
He
sure.
was ambitious. He was driven. You know what I'm saying? The things that you need in life to carry you to success. And she was that support system, which is also something that you need.
Until she wasn't.
But why wasn't she though?
Well, of course, we know that she had people influencing, enticing her decisions for sure, right? And then at the same time, it just wasn't in her either. Because the person that is in, they would have been like, I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It start with
and then
everything.
she was a little crazy too.
I mean,
Cause I seen when she hit the trailer when he cheated on her, and she flipped the trailer, but that ended up being the same girl that he married at the end of the movie. Man, you ever seen it?
I can't remember if I said
Acrimony, bro. Check it out, bro.
I wouldn't have did the whole 10 milli though.
I mean, but bro, she stayed down. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I would have invested into a foundation.
Gave her place.
That's
to start.
everything that she gave plus interest.
Yeah.
And he got the highs. You know what I'm saying? So she was no longer staying with her sibling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she ain't give him 10 mil.
No, but
You know what I'm
she.
saying? I would invest into a foundation though.
But I think what she had like 350,000 or something, or 500. She had a night of low mint, and then for a college kid, and then you stay with me till all adult years. I done blew out the fuse box and all this here in the highs. You know what I'm saying?
When you was there when I was shooting in the gym.
Yeah.
She was there.
Yeah.
She missed practice. Practice.
Nah, she was there.
Yeah, but she wasn't there when it counted. You know what I mean? Because it's a difference in being there and actually being there.
Oh,
so she was there.
You saying she left with 3 minutes left on the clock.
And the game went over with.
Quarter. You know what I'm saying? And the opposing team was up by 7 points. And all we needed was one more touchdown.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then we went for the 2-point conversion.
Come on, man.
Oops.
Peyton Manning to play and got down there and
Oops.
come on, man. You blew it.
Man.
Oops.
I don't know.
But that's a stand-up guy, though.
Yeah.
Nah, for real.
To be able to do something that's such a step outside of himself to do something different.
I agree with you. I don't know about 10 M's, but she could definitely get a good 2-3 about me.
Yeah, I would invest into any foundation that she would love for me to do.
But she ain't have no foundation.
Yeah, but if she wanted to go to Red Cross or whatever she liked or whatever she was, desiring.
He ain't handing that cash over in her hand.
Nah, for real. I mean, he wasn't simping though.
Nah, he just went back and he really shined on her.
Bro, because she was like, you said you was going. I've shared some of my dreams with some of the females I've dated in the past. You know what I'm saying? And they really don't see what you see. Yeah. And it's hard for people to see your dreams. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, for real. I can paint a pretty picture, you know what I'm saying? But you can't tell me, you know what I'm saying, what it is, what I was feeling when I painted that picture.
Yeah. And I think that's the problem. And it goes back to what you were saying, like wanting a guy who's not, already there and not wanting to stay in the process, right? Everybody want to see the big picture, but they ain't never even seen the silhouette.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's a big difference.
What that saying is, you prepare a pretty picnic, but you can't predict the weather. I mean, that's 3K.
Yeah.
One of the best to do it, man. Yeah. For real, bro.
Nah, facts.
Nah,
bro, man, I really enjoying this conversation.
Nah,
we done touched on so many things, bro. I mean, he will normally be waving at us like, hey, bro, wrap this up, man.
Nah,
you know what
he
I'm
was
saying?
spoken everything.
Yeah.
You got he will to talk.
Okay.
Hey, but now, you'll feature, like you'll do features with other artists. Like, who would you do a feature with?
Man, I'm really gonna do a lot of my features with whoever want to jump in that blender with me.
Gotcha.
I'm open to it, man. I'm not opposed to it. I think right now the purpose, I've done maybe 3 features so far, and it's cool. I think that I need more body of work for myself first.
Okay.
Before I just start feature. But I did it to be able to get in that ring and just see what was going on. But man, I really don't have no specific taste. For sure, I'm gonna get on with everybody from the hood, everybody from Surf Nation, You know what I mean? Everybody, whoever want to jump down, like I'm with that.
Surf Nation, that's your
That's my boy VAR. That's YB.
Okay,
TK. That's the, you know what I mean.
So you signed to somebody?
I'm not signing nobody, man. I'm going through HK Enterprise.
Okay, that's
you
your
gotta,
stuff.
Yeah, you got to come through me.
Okay, got you.
You got to come through the Enterprise. But that's for right now. I ain't looking for none of that right now, to be honest with you. When it comes, it's gonna happen at the right time. I've talked to people that's in the industry. I'm dealing with some people that's in the industry. But at the same time, I'm not necessarily looking. I don't have enough body of work.
Right,
Like I said, we on the way. We still building. At the same time, I would only want distribution and marketing.
Right.
To be honest,
We got you.
that'll be the only thing I would want. Because I'm funding this myself, and I've created so far. I've created a budget for it, and as I continue to do what I'm doing, my budget will expand. I just gotta do my finances and see what's what.
You quit your job just focusing on music, or you still?
Nah, bro. Nah. No, sir. I'm a corporate man.
Right,
Corporate man, dog.
right.
I work for an oil and gas company.
Do you think music is going to? Because that's what a lot of people ask us. Like, even when we jumping into this arena, they like, will that mess up what you have going on that side?
I honestly don't believe. I think I'm solidified in what I do. I'm not talking about my company. I'm not putting it out there. I'm not doing anything on their dime. This is entrepreneurship for me. You know what I mean? Just as much as whoever works in the company, they're real estate agents or they're selling brokerage, whatever. So this is just another side hustle for me. I don't think that it would conflict unless I allow it. I can be honest with you. My brother told me, he was just like, man, you're going to have to sacrifice some nights a little bit. And I'm starting to see that because my day starts at 4 in the morning.
Right.
You know what I mean? For what I do. And then my day can end at 2 in the morning.
Yep.
I can be all day depending on what's taking place, if I have a security detail or not. So, but I am sacrificing some nights and some workout in the mornings and doing it in the afternoon a little bit. But it can be taxing for sure. Because like my niece, man, she say I'm a superhero in the daytime, a rock star at night.
Yeah. That's
so
hard.
you know what I mean. It can be taxing, but I don't think it'll conflict. I think if anything, they just gonna have to bring a bigger bag when this bag comes.
Facts.
You know what I mean? But however it goes, we'll see. I'm staying consistent. I think right now, I'm just keep putting it in their face. Find more ways to put it in their face. You got to see what's going on. They need to see what's going on.
So put it in their face, get it understood.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So you ain't gonna have no other choice, And I think that what I'm bringing to the table, man, in the lane that I'm focusing on. If I had to even just compare a lane, or not even compare, but just say a lane that I would want to be in, I would say it's more your K-Camp, your Huncho, you know what I mean, your Vori. Like, that's, like, them the lanes that I'm in, like, real smooth, real cool, real player, laid back glass. Like, that's my lane, like, that I'm in. And that I want to, that I'm in, for sure, speak it. But then also that I see myself going. For sure.
Bro, I can't wait. Man, you said you was gonna let us hear something.
Yeah, nah, we gonna do everything offline.
Okay, I
Let's
thought
do
you was
everything
gonna let us
offline.
read over.
But what I can say is, you can follow.
Give him your handle.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a handle.
Hey, pop your stuff.
You can follow me on IG _ HERBKINNEY. You can type in HK. That's _ Herb Kenny. HK. That's me. I got my link in my bio for the YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, Tidal. And you definitely catch me. Give and Go is a single. We in and out, give and go.
Yes,
That's
sir.
That's
So,
and it ain't no simp stuff, you know what I'm saying? We ain't giving and going, you know what I'm saying? For real.
Giving
Hey,
this
bro.
game and going on about
going
this
by
purpose.
you feel me?
talk,
That's
man.
it. So,
Bro, this has been a pleasure, man.
for sure,
like,
man. I appreciate
please
that.
don't let this be
Thanks.
your last time. Come holler at us on this couch, man. You know what I'm saying? So we can do this again.
nah, we definitely gonna do this again, man.
real.
Y'all may have to incorporate, you know what I'm saying? Somebody at least spitting some
Hey.
sooner or later. I mean, I know y'all still going, but that's just a little free.
Oh, you talking about what, doing a freestyle?
I mean, just, you know what I mean? Y'all, yeah, just like a little quick little,
Okay.
like, you know what I mean? Incorporating that into, especially if y'all have artists, you know what I'm saying? Maybe,
Absolutely.
you know, just different things like that.
Man,
Just
you
something
want-
to think
if
about,
you want
bro.
to be the first one to bless the mic
Man,
with
I'm gonna be the first one. How about this? I'll take you up on that. I'll be the first one to bless the mic whenever y'all incorporate. I'm gonna let y'all keep doing what y'all doing.
Got you.
I'm not gonna,
And when we
deter
set
y'all.
that up,
You
then
see
you'll
what I'm
double
saying?
back. All right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
we do it like that.
Yeah,
We
nah,
locked
facts.
in.
Man, hey, to the audience, We want to thank y'all for listening. You know what I'm saying? Hope you got something that you could chew on, something you could listen to later. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for being one of our listeners. Peace.
Yes, sir.
He will. He's done it again.
Quick conversations with King Drew Million. Quick conversations with King Drew Million. Quick conversations with King Drew Million.
Quick conversations with King Drew Million.
Let's chop it up.